All right, so I just wanted to let you guys all know for your great support of As the Buckle Turns. It's been a great podcast. We've been moved from being a tiny speck on the as a wrestling podcast.
Yes,
but
we
now
have.
We've grown to the greatest, biggest wrestling podcast on all of ZOP Gaming.
Hell yeah, we have.
Unfortunately, though, due to some competition who decided to start uploading on the same day that we upload
Exactly.
podcasts, and they're bullying us,
I can't believe it.
we're going to have to move ZOP Gaming As the Buckle Turns to a different night.
Yeah, absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic.
Clearly they were bullying us
I know.
because they wanted to move in our spot, but we don't need we don't care about the competition.
No.
We know our audience of ones will follow us wherever we go, so we will be moving there going forward.
Our millions and millions of fan and our thousands and thousands of shareholders. We thank you so much, but we're going to be moving to another night.
And that next night would be that new night will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of As the Buckle Turns. This is the news, and I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
So
I just don't like it being the news. I don't know why. It is what it is.
It is. We're going just over the news,
Yeah,
really.
but I just feel like we need something. Maybe the newscast. I don't know. Something just feels off about saying that.
I don't know.
We'll work on our millions of fan.
If you could give us a name for this show.
Yeah, because we already have Debate Club.
Yes.
We got predictions.
We have predictions. But what is, yes, it's the weekly review. As the Buckle Turns weekly review.
That sounds like we're reviewing something, though.
Last week's wrestle?
We're reviewing
wrestling with last week.
See, weekly review would actually sound good for like when we reviewed a pay-per-view from our predictions, but
that's the pay-per-view review show.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, yeah, just if you have a name, type it down in the comment section.
As the Buckle Turns. Last week's wrestling with last week.
Going in Raw?
No,
that doesn't sound right.
Wrestle Talk.
No.
The Buckle Turns, talk and wrestle.
No, that's just
no.
Maybe if it was Wrestle Talk.
83 weeks.
No, I don't know.
No.
Talking Smack?
No.
I don't know. Well, yeah, you
Talk is As the Buckle Turns?
I don't know. Well, you let us know down in the comment section
yeah.
and give us a... But anyway, we have some news. But as always, we have to go over the ratings for the Wrestle Wars of Wednesday nights. And
dude, it's just the Wednesday Night Wars.
The Wrestle Wars.
The Wrestle Wars of Wednesday nights.
Exactly.
Is that like the Star Wars?
See, we gotta do like a fantasy title for it. Just on Wednesday Night Wars.
It's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough. The Wrestle Wars of Wednesday night. There you go.
Book 1, Act 7.
Yes. Of an epic 300,000 page epic.
Okay.
A Brandon Sanderson level epic.
Yes. Oh God. You Audible fans, I'm dude. Okay. Just to get off the, okay. AEW won again, okay? But I gotta.
You couldn't get off that. You just couldn't no. Okay.
I gotta. They got 700,000. NXT got 654,000.
Down going into their go home show for the first ever takeover event next week. Stand and Deliver. Yeah,
Is that going to be on Tuesday and Wednesday?
No, it's going to be on Wednesday, and Thursday is going to be on Peacock.
I'm sorry. I understand, occasionally doing something that is purely on the network.
Yeah.
On the network. But to do it the way that they're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Peacock isn't really offering live stuff otherwise.
No.
It's like, it would be one thing if they're like, hey guys, we've got live sports and wrestling is included. And you're like, all right, that's cool. I like that.
Yep.
But to not do that, instead try to do this as a way for people to sign up for Peacock, it's going to backfire. This year, it's going to backfire.
Only time will tell. When we get to our first big story, we'll talk about it a little bit. But no, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. They clearly want to go out with a bang.
Yes.
Because they're having a stack card for next Wednesday, as well as Thursday.
They could phone it in for Thursday, honestly.
No, they're actually going more, I think, even harder for Thursday, because that's the night where we're getting Volter versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT UK Championship.
Also, it's kind of the network going, we're flexing power on you guys, okay?
No, it's more like Peacock saying, we kind of want to make sure we have a really good card for people to, get Peacock to watch it.
Well, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, but with that actually is a good transition into our first main big story, and that is NXT to AEW confirmed.
What? CM Punk is more likely at this point.
Yes, it is. NXT to Tuesday nights confirmed.
Yes.
It's been officially announced by USA and WWE that NXT is moving to Tuesday nights. The first one after WrestleMania.
Right.
So next week's NXT will be the final NXT of the Wednesday Night Wars. The Wars have come to an end, and
AEW has clearly
they
won.
Lost.
Yeah, they by golf score they lost.
They lost because they're hoping to NXT is hoping to win on next week and then declare victory of the Wednesday Night Wars, which is why they're leaving.
Of course.
But the funny thing is, they actually had a really funny little thing in a meeting this past week.
Oh, God, yeah.
About the moving to NXT to Tuesday nights. I'm not going to bring it up because the thing, we did a spoof of it for the cold opener. But the whole thing was like they were talking about how NXT went from a tiny little thing to doing a last minute non-ever aired NXT show on WrestleMania weekend to selling out.
Yeah.
To being one of WWE's largest brands, which makes no sense since there's only 3 of them. Hold on. It's clearly not one of the largest brands because it's
in the top 3.
But there's only 3. So
no, there's 205 Live and NXT UK that they have too.
In this case, they're going to use that to justify that it's one of the largest.
I had the same thing when it was pointed out.
You forgot main event.
Main event, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge brand right there.
Wow.
But it's just one of those things where like they were talking about Wednesday nights was their original night. They were there first, and then competition moved in and tried to bully them. And
really, WWE moved NXT from being on the network to being a televised show because AEW got a TV deal.
Yep. That was the whole, and there was even talk about moving it to Tuesday nights if AEW was on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole point. Triple H looked at it as a way, I have more time for more of my talent that I have just sitting here in the performance film to use.
Yeah.
Which was good. But WWE, Vince, all he saw was, I want to hurt AEW so when it comes to renewing their contract, they won't get offered it or they will get less. And that failed in only a few months when TNT not only renewed the contract, extending it, adding a 3rd hour.
Yep.
Thankfully, not to Dynamite.
Not to Dynamite. They've got a 1-hour other show
that will be debuting sometime this year.
Yes.
So to say they were bullied is bullshit.
Oh, absolutely.
They were the ones trying to bully, and it just absolutely shows this when you had these like a Great American Bash tonight.
I don't know, next Wednesday.
Well, yeah, that's because they don't have time to do it during the weekend because of WrestleMania being 2 nights.
Oh yeah.
But
you could have done Thursday, Friday.
Oh, I know. But the
At
whole
the same time, though, NXT people would have gone Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
yeah.
I would have gone Wednesday, Friday, and then you got the weekend off.
Who knows? But I mean, the whole thing is like, when they do these specials, they were trying to win that rating.
Oh yeah,
And they would win it, but then immediately get destroyed the next week when they didn't have a special card.
yep.
Because they didn't have a takeover level card, and AEW which wasn't trying to throw these pay-per-view level cards to bump a number. They were just doing their own thing. So, yeah, to say that they were bullied is bullshit. It's just people in WWE trying to justify their own existence or why they have to move nights. And it also seems like, from what the rumor is, it's a strategy change where now WWE is, instead of just trying to hurt AEW, they're trying to grow the brand because of Peacock. And Peacock wanting to have reasons to have people come and join Peacock for WWE content. Takeovers is one of the bigger reasons why people would get the network. Well, having the brand actually grow and not try to hurt people, another brand company, makes sense. And they do have better numbers when they're not having a competition.
Yes.
So, which in the end, wrestling fans win.
Of course.
WWE gets to fuck off because the original intention was
oh no, that means
failed.
that NXT though is still competing with AEW.
Yeah.
Dark.
Yes, exactly. So they can boast that they beat the competition on Dark.
Except that's a YouTube show. No offense to anyone who wrestles on Dark. And it's meant to be extra. It is purely a bonus.
Yeah, it's not meant. It's there to get extra wins for people
and keep them active.
We've already had this conversation about that.
AEW Dark is a genius way of using, like, without like delegitimizing a show.
Yeah.
Main event. No offense, but if you're on main event, you're on your way out.
You're not. You're nothing. No, they don't see any value in you whatsoever.
No. And they don't feel like sending you to NXT because that means that NXT is better than main event.
Yes.
Training in their eyes is better than where you are.
So the TakeOver Stand and Deliver next week, the stat card for Wednesday is them trying to go out with a bang, which they should.
Yes.
They absolutely should.
Oh, totally.
You should. I'm not saying they should just try to just put another card out. They should. But knowing WWE, if they do beat AEW in the ratings, they'll have some kind of propaganda out there saying, "See, we are leaving to a different night because we beat them on Wednesdays."
You beat them just a couple of times in 2019.
They haven't. Let's put it this way: they have not beaten AEW in the ratings with special shows since last July. Every special major card that they try to have to build that get that rating to beat AEW has failed since July
of 2020.
Yes, when the Keith Lee became the first dual champion.
That's right.
That was their attempt, and for the longest time when they did these big cards, they would win. They stopped.
Yeah.
This is like probably the first one that actually is a threat of actually doing it. Because if you look at the card,
absolutely,
they're stacked, and I'm glad because you're doing a 2-night takeover. You better fucking stack the fucking cards.
It had better be something, and it's the first one too.
Yeah. So you want it to kick off correctly, and you do want a bigger one on night 2, especially with the idea for Peacock.
Right.
Which just makes sense. So hopefully this will be a big number. If they beat AEW, great, good for them. They went out with a bang. They get to go on to a new night the next week to actually use that as a launching point for the new night. If they don't, well, that sucks. But they'll still have a higher number than general.
I'm just remembering. Have we seen anything about a stage for WWE's Tampa Bay? Because they're at the stadium.
That'll probably won't be until next week.
Okay.
Because next week was when they.
You don't
start building for about a week out.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. But normally we get unless they're literally using last year's logo.
They are.
Oh God.
They're going to use the stage that they didn't get to use last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Never mind.
But I mean, also they don't start putting that up for about a week out.
I know, but
WrestleMania week is when they usually start building the set.
Oh yeah, I know that, but like it's one of those that I was like, I haven't seen designs for it even, and then I realized it was like, yeah, they're literally using last year's stuff because they don't have to.
They didn't use it.
They didn't use it, other than that one sign that they had in the performance center.
I'm calling it now. Kevin Owens is going to jump off the pirate thing like he did last year.
He wants to do the pirate. He wants to do the boat, but he's not going to be at Tampa Bay Stadium. No.
Yeah, they are.
No. Are they?
Yeah.
They are.
Yes.
I forgot. He wants to jump off the boat.
Yeah, and he's going to, and he'll probably figure out a way to do it with Sammy because that's who he's facing.
Oh God, yes. Oh my God. Shit. Really? Yeah. I forgot about that.
It was just made recently. So, but I mean, some of the matches for WrestleMania this year actually are looking pretty good.
I kind of want to, yeah. Lashley and
I may watch some of the matches this year just because there's actually some.
It was
the builds aren't good. The builds are not good for WrestleMania this year. No. In any way, shape, or form.
I'll be honest. Last year was kind of hard to watch.
Well, I didn't watch it.
I did.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't care.
That was the moment that I realized that you need crowd noise.
Yeah, you do.
Like, it doesn't matter how the level of crowd noise. You still need crowd noise in the world of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's why like AEW and TNA fixed themselves very quickly.
Well, TNA never did. Impact doesn't have a lot of loud noise.
Oh no, they don't.
No, that's why it's
still weird.
It's hard to watch. Anyway, moving on to our next bit of news.
Yes. New Japan. They've got the new belt. We saw it today.
Yes. So
and it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
It's a little because it was revealed Tuesday.
Okay, good.
And there's some controversy over this belt. Some people hate it. Some people like it.
I'm in category B.
It's one of those where was it Tempest on Wrestle Talk. He had a little thing about this, and he's like crying over the designs, the beautiful designs of the Intercontinental and the IWGP Heavyweight title belts for this. I was not sure. I was like, really? I'm not sure because the only image I saw until literally today was the image from the show, and it was too bright. And it was reflecting.
They had a lot of weird lighting going on.
So it was hard to really make out the belt design. You got a little bit of a shape of it, but like, does it look good? We actually found some high-res photos of it.
Yep.
And I'm going to say it's better than I thought it was. I'm still not sure if I'm sold completely on it.
So for me...
But it definitely looks better than I thought it was going to look.
I thought it was hilarious when earlier today I saw a meme of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
World Heavyweight Championship.
No. Of IWGP Heavyweight the Heavyweight Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the American Nightmare logo.
Yes, the belt.
All giving each other bedroom eyes. And then underneath it, this belt that I couldn't, because of the resolution on it, I was like, what is that? I thought there was a new elite belt.
Oh, okay.
But not an AEW belt, like how the BTE belt.
Yeah.
Like there was an American Nightmare belt out there. And I was like, what does those two belts have to do with it other than they made a belt by all getting together, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And now I see, I was like, oh no, that's the new World Heavyweight Championship. And I like it. I'm in the category of liking it.
I kind of feel like I'm more on that now. Everything as I see it more, I think I'll fall into it.
Oh yeah.
But let's be honest, it's not in the same class as the IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt.
No,
that belt was just
yeah, the last run of what they had.
Oh, that was it's just,
I do have to say though, it is kind of weird. They have done a very good job of when they redo a belt. At no point do you look at it and go, well,
that looks like crap.
That looks like it was made by a committee.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, the WWE belts, it doesn't feel like one person sat down and designed a belt.
No.
It more felt like a whole bunch of people went, let's put this on there.
No, I think
We need the logo on there.
No, what I felt like they did is someone designed the belt, and then a committee reviewed the belt.
Oh, yeah.
And they all just decided to, take all of the ideas.
Oh, of course, because it's a committee.
I mean, the two examples in my opinion that don't follow this is the new United States Championship belt, because I actually like that belt.
Same here.
It's a really good, I think it's a good update belt for that belt. And I know it's not everyone, but I like the Intercontinental Championship redesign.
Oh, the WWE one?
Yeah, I like that.
I will say, both of those belts, because they feel original. The WWE belt, which...
The Universal belt.
Hold on, is that the WWE belts. World Championship, or is it the Heavyweight Championship, or is it just the WWE Championship? Because all three names get used.
I don't know, honestly. But also the women's version is just the smaller version for them.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one thing about the Intercontinental Championship for the WWE, if the major circle of the plate was raised up, kind of like how they have it in the NXT UK tag titles, you had the layers. It would be a little bit better. Not just one plate. It would have been better.
Yeah, the single plate does make it look a little bit like a toy.
But it's still
or a replica.
But it's still I enjoy it. I know everyone loves the old Intercontinental design that they wore beforehand.
The white belt.
It was good, but I mean, I'm sorry. It fit a time. And I like the oval belt that they replaced it with.
Yeah.
The only problem with that design is it was at a time when the belt became pointless.
Oh, yes.
And had no value. And clearly, WWE, aka Vince, did not care about it. I mean, it went like 9 years without ever being defended at a WrestleMania.
No, I know.
For the longest time. When Cody brought back the classic design.
Yes.
Because so many had such a liking, and that belt design always had prestige to it.
Mm-hmm.
Was a great thing. Only it fell in the same trap at different times.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we had Mrs. Run that really elevated beyond what Cody did for it when he brought it back. And then fell and back, and now it's kind of like it's. It feels like it's having.
It's not a forgotten belt anymore.
No, I feel like they're actually doing something with it right now.
Yeah.
It's still not as to the elevate that the Miz brought it when he was, had that vicious segment on Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack.
Yes.
So, getting back to the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, again, it's going to grow. I think it'll grow more on me.
Definitely.
So it'll be interesting to see how that is when people react. But yeah, I can understand with the image, the qualities that we got to see, the reveal was not good. And that's what's going to definitely hit. If you had the high quality Resvid ones that came out immediately after, I think it would have helped with people who don't like it. Like, okay, I can see a better image of it. It does look good. It's just not to the level it should have been.
Right.
But let's be honest. IWGP Heavyweight Championship designs have not always been a home run.
No.
The one that Kurt Angle held when he beat Brock Lesnar for it, not the best looking one. Actually, I pointed one out to you that I liked. It was an older one.
For me, it was I also, looking back, the original. That very first one that they had. I liked it. At the same time, the belt seems way too small.
Yeah. There was the first Intercontinental Championship design was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, Nakamura brought in a new design. Because we all know Nakamura is the one that brought it in, not the IWGP.
No.
But yeah, so we have a new belt. I do like the fact that they are calling it the world title, because that was something that we had to get used to. Because, that's their world title. No, it was the heavyweight.
Yeah, that was just their heavyweight championship.
Because we were so no, it's the World Heavyweight Championship, because that's what everyone has. Heavyweight.
And they're like, no, we don't have that.
We have a heavyweight because we actually do weight classes.
Yeah, you want to talk about our world title? That's the Intercontinental title.
And it wasn't a world title because it was just more of a multi-continental. It wasn't meant to be a world.
Nope.
So it's like, but it got up there, and some people's minds went Nakamura
AJ
put it past the value of the IWGP at one point, which is that that IWGP New Japan allowed that to happen was awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, hopefully this belt will get better. Liking to it now as people see better images of it.
Oh yeah.
Because I definitely do. I thought once I saw a good high res photo of it, I was like, okay, it's not as bad as the crummy, overexposed lighting from the stadium that's reflecting on the strap as well, making it hard to see.
Yeah. It's going to be defended for the first time this Sunday.
Yep.
As Kota Ibushi takes on
the winner of the New Japan Cup,
which we kind of called.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Adam, I have your 35 cents here.
Thank you.
Can you break a dime?
What? No,
I only have 40 cents.
I don't have. You had a quarter and a dime the last time. I set mine off to the side because I knew. And no, I actually.
I have a nickel in the car.
I don't.
I have a.
Okay.
We'll take care.
I won. I won that bet.
We both knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
But we just, for the fun of it, we decided to wager 35 cents on it.
Yeah. It was either Will Ospreay wins or he doesn't
win. And we, honestly, the better matchup for the title was Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay. Who's going to walk out the champion? It's going to be Kota Ibushi.
Okay, serious. It is, but as the first defense of for this new belt.
Yep.
The first defense. And it's two guys that have lit the ring on fire already.
Yep.
And they have been talked about. Okay, the Frankensteiner that Kota Ibushi attempted to hit on Will Ospreay, and Ospreay feet lands it.
Yeah,
the look back over the shoulder from both of them.
If you guys haven't ever watched the show, the YouTube channel MXR Plays, he and his girlfriend Ginny do basically watch content and they react to it. They actually reacted to that one, and they're like, "Oh my god, he landed it!"
Yeah,
in watching them, I actually commented "Yeah, that's Will Ospreay and Kota Ibushi." Yeah, if you never watched, if you were wrestling fans at every time, go find any of their matches
of just the two of them,
or just any one of them, and you'll find one. I think I even put in there. I'm not sure if I did. Kota Ibushi actually had a matchup with a blow-up doll.
Yes, there is that one, and much like Kenny's, it is a damn good match.
Yes,
but it's in DDT. That's what DDT wrestling does in Japan. They are just they accept that they're the sideshow.
Yeah,
they're like, no, we're not the serious wrestling. Come over here and have some fun.
We're not ever going to be as big as New Japan.
No, so we're
okay with being the place where people pass through for a while, do a kick, get noticed, and move on. And
they do, and we have no problem being the place also where people do weird shit. Okay,
yeah. I mean, they have a championship called the Hardcore Brass Knuckles Championship.
Yeah,
it's like, what? Oh no, the Heavy Metal Hardcore Championship or something like that.
Oh yeah, and doesn't DDT also do a lot of the death matches as well?
I don't think they do that.
No.
They do a lot of gimmick matches.
Yeah, no. There's another company who's just purely known for it, and I forget
I don't
who
remember.
they are.
But anyway, so this week we'll see who walks out champion. But again, it's gonna be Kota Ibushi. Ospreay isn't ready to be world champion.
Not yet.
And in the New Japan, you really get when you get your first shot, you generally don't win it. It's more to see how people react.
Yeah, to you being there,
how ticket sales go. Also, just to kind of say, hey, we do want to get this guy in the main event. Let's kind of position him.
Yep.
Like what they did with Evil last year was not something that you normally do.
No, that was honestly kind of a desperation move.
I think that was more of we're back after taking some time off because of the pandemic. Let's do something big because we don't have a lot of people.
Not just big. We don't have people in the audience yet.
Yeah.
We don't know whether or not we'll have to shut down again.
Yep.
But we're gonna try to do stuff, and also none of our gaijin are in the country at all right now, so we're really screwed.
So they kind of had to figure out something, and it was a great way to get your name talking again by having a surprise win, a turn, and then win the world title the next going forward. So it'll be interesting to see if what goes on. But I will say this: we'll see Will Ospreay with world gold around his waist shortly. I think.
Oh, probably.
If not,
I mean, I would love
these
to see
next year
Ibushi getting a 1-year run
yeah.
would be wonderful.
Well, I'd love to see his run end to a certain Kenny Omega.
That would, yeah.
And then Omega drops the belt to Will Ospreay. Now that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be nice.
But anyway, what's next on the docket?
All right, next up, well, we're disappointed in Dave Bautista.
We are. What did Dave Bautista do now?
I don't know, Tim. What did he do?
Dave Bautista had the balls.
He had the balls
to disagree with WWE. How dare you, Dave Bautista?
They are what brought you to the dance.
Hey, you do not talk bad about WWE.
You ride or die with the WWE.
You take a page out of John Cena's book. Wait.
John Cena doesn't get paid as much as Batista does.
Hold on. His thing he had an issue was with questioning breaking up the Hurt Business 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
Oh,
you're right, Dave Bautista.
Absolutely correct.
No one wanted to see the Hurt Business break up 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
I am heartbroken over this.
Yeah,
they hurt me.
This whole idea of breaking up the Hurt Business right before, whoa.
Look,
it's clearly.
I've said this before. Vince McMahon does not understand factions.
He does, but he also doesn't care about Shelton Benjamin or Cedric.
See, if you keep them with MVP and Bobby Lashley, they get the rub.
Oh no, but that's the thing. He doesn't want them to the rub. But basically, the whole thing was people like the Hurt Business.
Yes.
So when Bobby Lashley won the title, people celebrate. Great. But Vince wants to crown McIntyre again at WrestleMania champion.
Okay.
With fans there. And if people like the Hurt Business, they don't want to have.
That's not how it works, Vince.
So it's like
you crown McIntyre anyway.
But even that, I don't want McIntyre to win at WrestleMania. I'm honestly sick and tired of him being champion.
Oh no, yeah, I
mean,
wouldn't
don't get me wrong.
seeing...
I don't want to say that doesn't mean I'm like at the level of John Cena or Roman Reigns. No, I mean like he had a good run this past year. He dropped the belt. Yeah. He picked it back up. He had a nice little second run. Give us a break from McIntyre's champion. Not 2 months. A month-ish.
I feel that Raw right now needs a committee. They need a committee, a championship main event committee going on up there instead of trying to run it. SmackDown's Roman Reigns has been accepted as the single top guy.
Yeah.
We have accepted Roman Reigns, and it works now because you've put him with people around him that keep him protected.
Yeah.
Not as a coward, but more as mini bosses before you get to the final boss.
Yeah. And the fact that his finished match, he really tapped out to Daniel Bryan, but the ref was down.
Yes.
And fear on his face that he couldn't get out and then had to tap out was a great little facing. Oh, Bryan beat him, but the ref there, and then when Edge did his thing, blah, blah, blah. But McIntyre, I'm just like, I don't want to see McIntyre on top yet. Let Bobby beat him.
Yes. Oh, I kind of let Bobby beat him. Have somebody else at some point beat Bobby.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens can beat. Are they on?
No, he's on.
No. Who's? Sorry, This is how much I'm actually paying attention to Raw and SmackDown.
Have like AJ Styles.
Okay, you got AJ Styles. Maybe AJ Styles can be the guy that beats Lashley, but McIntyre always has AJ Styles' number.
Well, because
it's one of those things where you, much like when we had on SmackDown, it was during the end of basically the Undertaker, Kane, Rikishi, The Rock, Kurt Angle, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Did
you forget Triple H?
Nope. No, because that became a Hell in a Cell, the 6 of them.
Yeah, Triple H was in that Hell in a Cell.
There were 7?
It was, name the people again.
Undertaker, Rikishi.
Yep.
Kane.
Yep.
He was in that match too?
Triple H,
The Rock,
and then
Austin, and Angle.
Maybe there was 7 people in there.
Holy crap. But still, like, when you have, like, they have the people that they could have people just going, okay, well, no, we're going to put the belt over here. But when you have the belt, you're basically going to try to avoid wrestling that guy because you know that guy beats you.
Yep.
And then when I get the belt, everyone's scared of, me, I know one person that I can always beat.
Yeah.
So I purposely try to, get them higher up. So it's like, you're my number one contender now.
Yeah.
That lends itself to so many stories. And that's actually kind of how New Japan does it.
Yeah. So the idea, like, if they just would give Bobby a good run.
Yes.
Because with AJ having almost as his bodyguard protection, you can have a legit way of AJ beating Bobby without hurting him.
Right.
And
then with no hurt business now.
And then you could have set up McIntyre if you want him to beat it. Honestly, I think there should be at least one other person, like 3 people before McIntyre gets the belt back.
Oh yeah, like I kind of feel that in a committee situation, you need at least 5. So we've got 3. We just need 2 more to fill in the gap.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not gonna go through it now. But but you could just go. You could have you'd have Bobby. Then you had the Miz. But he was a 1 week. He was a 1 week, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Bobby, then you had the AJ, then you have someone else in there.
Yeah.
And then
McIntyre again.
Can get it back. But not at WrestleMania. Have him do it like a Royal Rumble or something like that. Because he's only done that. Yes, he didn't have fans there, I understand, but say that for like a few more years down the line for that. But I get it.
Well, we can really have packed stadiums again.
But yeah. All right, what's next on the docket?
All right, next up, Zelina Vega. Sadly unable to sign with AEW right now.
Oh,
I know.
So apparently, because Tony Khan made it known that after the women's eliminator tournament and Revolution, he was interested in sitting down and talk to her to see where she was at. Then there's a little surprise release of Andrade.
Yep.
And apparently they were thinking at possibly bringing them both in together. Nice little smack in the face of WWE there.
Especially since you can pull... you've got immediate star potential right there.
But it came out that she couldn't sign with AEW due to a contract. It's a short-term contract.
Oh, I thought WWE was like, we release you, but not really.
No, she apparently signed a short-term contract with for something. I haven't seen any updates on this or what this was, but it's a short-term deal that she cannot sign with AEW for it. So once that's up, then she should be available to sign on. That'd be great because she's a talent you don't want to miss out on. And if they were want to do safe it to bring her in and Andrade at the same time, together, I'm fine with that. But she has to fucking wrestle.
I know.
She is just too good not to be wrestling full time.
I know.
That was the thing that WWE did not take advantage of, and no one really got a chance to see how good she was because she had to play the cowardly heel all the time because she's smaller. She can't stand up to the other women.
What?
Yeah.
Layla Hirsch over in AEW has something to say to you.
Yeah, she'll suplex you out of your boots.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I hope she does get brought in because she is a talent.
Jordan Grace isn't even that tall.
Yeah, but she has the build.
Yeah, she got that Taz build to her.
So, but yeah, I hope that she will get brought in. I think she'll be a great addition to the women's division for them. It would be a good star to be brought in.
Yes.
For them to like, hey, look, yeah, she was not as big of a star like bringing like a Bailey or a Becky or Sasha. I'm not saying the other one because we don't care.
No.
But it would still be another recognizable woman that you could put in the mix.
Yep.
Who could be a good that name to help kind of translate into the women's division. What else is on the docket? Is that it?
Sir, we have run out of things on our docket.
Our docket?
On our docket.
Docket.
I got really Scottish there for a second.
Terrible
Scottish accent.
I thought you were going a Batman Scottish Batman.
That reminds me. Fantasy accents. The Hobbit, not hobbits, dwarves. Now Boston.
Oh God.
Can you imagine a bunch of those kids? Hey, kid, fucking A. First of all, can you imagine a bunch rewatching?
I'm 39.
Rewatching Lord of the Rings, kid. All right, fucking A. Seriously,
yeah,
my cousin down in Moira.
Hey Adam, we gotta wrap this up.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you made it to the end of the news. Why don't you go give this video a thumbs up? You're at the end.
I thought you were gonna tell them to go do something to themselves.
Well, I was about to tell them to go down and
our
comment.
millions and million of fan. Why would you tell them to do that?
I was going to tell them to go comment down below what they thought of the news.
Oh, okay.
And to tell us what they thought of the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, what do you think of it?
Comment down below.
Seriously.
Also, again, you made it to the end of this, so give us a thumbs up. It's a great way to help support the channel. And since it's right next to it, go on and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
And make sure it's the bell that turns on all notifications.
Thank you so much for that.
So you know when all of As the Buckle Turns content and I guess ZOP Gaming content goes live.
Yeah, those
Fuck
weird
Noah.
guys over there. Hey, you leave Noah alone, sir. And you know what? You know what I gotta say about that? Your face.
My face is fine.
No,
by the way,
your face.
yeah, my face is awesome. Get bent.